Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to the video. I appreciate you watching. I am Matt. I'm going to talk a bit today about what's going on with the car, some upcoming events and all that kind of cool stuff. So the first thing I want to go over is the car and what's been going on. Still running good, driving it back and forth, daily driven and whatnot, but still having heat issues, haven't been able to do anything to address that yet. And it's been hot, it's really hot lately, and that's why I'm out here early today, because it's not as hot, but it's going to be like 100 later. So I've been avoiding the tracks. I know I'm going to have nothing but issues, and that's no fun. Now, next weekend there is an open track day at M1 Concourse, but it's going to be like 85, so that's way too hot for the car. And I'm not going to be able to do anything before then to address the heat, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go, but I do want to try to get out there because I want to put some laps down and work on my line a little bit. I signed up for an event at the end of September called the Speed Ring, so it's September 20th through 22nd, held there at M1 Concourse, and I'm going to be competing in the street class. So that is for 4 and 6 cylinder cars. 4 cylinders can have turbos, so I fit in perfect with that. Now there is room for me to do more modifications to the car and stay within spec, because I use the same spec as Grid Life did, so everything's great, and I can continue to try to get a race hood from Core like I've been wanting to do. I can also try to get the Anderson composite deck lid and GT350R spoiler, give me a little bit of downforce, save a little bit of weight. All that stuff is the things I can do and still stay within spec for this competition and then for Grid Life next year. So let me go ahead and break this event down for you guys. This is the 3rd year they've had it. It's called the Speed Ring, and it's a little bit different than your normal time attack event. You're going to go out Friday, Saturday, have some qualifying sessions, try to put down your fastest lap, but then they're going to take that time that you got and they're going to seed you on a bracket based upon that time. So it's like an NCAA bracket, the best team, number 1, and the worst is at the back, and the number 1 team could get some buys or whatever to advance things a little bit quicker through the bracket. So that would be the goal, is to be one of the fastest guys, get a buy or two, make it far into the competition without actually having to compete against people, because it's not always about how fast you go in the competition. And what I mean by that is, once you're out there in a bracket race, it's just you and one other guy on the track. So you may be 5 seconds faster than him, but if you make a mistake, that gap could be eliminated and they could end up beating you. So it's a little bit more than just going fast. There's some strategy involved to it, as far as how much gap you give somebody when you're chasing them, things like that. So I got to think about it. I got to watch some more video from past events, see some of the things other people did. But if I can earn myself a buy, then that allows me to kind of scout out the competition and see what they're doing as well. So that is an advantage. So I'm going to work on the car. I want to try to get it faster. I want to work on myself, get myself faster, and go out there and hopefully be a local guy winning an event at a local track, because first place is $3 grand, second place is $1,000, and third place is $500. So there's a good chance I could walk away with some cash, some notoriety, whatever. I mean, this could end up being something that you get focused on by Gears and Gasoline or something, a magazine, something really cool, for doing well at an event. So I want to really work hard at this, and I'm going to kind of jump in with both feet to get the car prepared. I'm going to work on getting some sponsorships, so I'm going to go into that a little bit more detail in a moment. But the event itself is a big thing. Again, 3rd year, they have a big midway with tons of vendors. I mean, tons of automotive vendors. They have a kid zone, they have a VIP area. You can actually walk around the paddock area, see all the cars, talk to the drivers, the crew. All that stuff is all open. It's free for all spectators. It's just a great event. So I'm super excited, obviously, to be going, and I want to give other people the opportunity to be a part of it. And there's a lot of great companies that I support and I'd like to support, I don't know about yet maybe, that I would like to get involved with sponsoring the car for the event. It's 3 days. You get an opportunity to put some decals on the car. I'll wear a hat, t-shirt, the crew wear some of your gear. We can hand out, any kind of swag or advertising material that you'd like. Have your banner hung up at the paddock space. Talk to people about your products if, it's something that we can do. If you want to have a representative there to talk to people, totally cool too. I have no issue having some car girls going around, handing out flyers, in bikinis or skirts or whatever, or we can not do that. Either way is fine by me, but I have a lot of open real estate here for decals, on the hood, bumpers, door, rear fenders. I mean, a lot of space. So I have a lot of options, and I want to give opportunity to companies to get exposure. Now, it's a difficult thing to do. I've spent quite a few days now putting together a package that I can send out to prospective sponsors for the event and say, hey, this is what the event is. this is what type of exposure you'd get, and this is how I would get you that exposure. And from there, it's hopefully someone sees the value in it, or just says, you know, hey, that would just be really cool. Even if I don't make any money, it's worth just spending the money just to go there and see my logo on the car. I'll take my wife and the kids, and, you know, invite Uncle Lou or whatever, and we'll go and we'll watch the cars go around the track and be like, oh yeah, there's our Mustang going around, whatever. I mean, I'm cool with however you want to do it. I just need a little bit of help to get over that hump. I set the budget at about $4,000, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 to, you know, get a new hood, do a few other pieces, things that are going to make the car competitive. I have tires right now that I think will work just fine. The Bridgestone RE71s that I've been running are nice and broken. They've been flipped already. They're kind of getting to the point where they're almost done, but that's perfect for a good event. So I don't know if they would last through the full 3 days there. I might want to have another set on hand, but if not, I have the 20s with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on them as a backup, or rain tires. But having another set wouldn't be a bad idea. So having a little bit extra money for this event isn't going to hurt, but it's not necessary. I can do all this by myself. I don't have to get a race hood. I don't have to get carbon fiber stuff. I don't have to get new tires. I can take care of it all by myself. But I don't want to waste the opportunity that's available for local companies to, again, to have this enjoyment of seeing their name on a car going around a track locally. You know, they don't have to drive 2-3 hours to go do it. They don't have to spend, you know, tens of thousands of dollars for a full racing sponsorship to see it and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, this is a small niche thing, you know, to fit in and say, hey, you know, we're doing this. We can take some pictures. I can maybe come to your business or whatever, we'll take some pictures outside. I'm open to all sorts of things to do this, because it can open up other relationships that maybe it turns into a year-long sponsorship next year. Lots of things could happen. I don't want to, you know, close any doors by not giving people different options. So that's the event, the sponsorship. You know, I want to, you know, again, put a race hood on. I want to do carbon fiber deck lid, spoiler. If I can get new tires, great. You know, some new brake pads wouldn't hurt. But again, the brake pads and stuff are all things that are in my budget still to do. You know, oil, all that fluid stuff is all stuff that is in the budget to do. But I've also thought about working with a Ford dealership or some type of you know, big repair garage to work on my alignments, and also, you know, transmission flush, things like that, because transmission's doing fine. I had a flush last year, but, you know, before the event, having it flushed again would not hurt. And then, of course, you know, if I can get the alignment set a little more aggressive before the event, so that way I get a little more grip on the track, and then have them set it back so it's not so aggressive, so I can go back to driving on the street afterwards. And if I can get that as part of a sponsorship instead of them spending money, then that would be something that would be beneficial to both of us as well. So there's a lot of options out there. I'm going to keep knocking my ideas around, but if you guys have any ideas, or if you're interested in sponsoring the car, please leave a comment down below or contact me through email. It's info.racespeed@gmail.com, or you can contact me on Instagram @racespeedtv. But yeah, that's it, guys. This is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.